Gerry Kinneavy here from the Galway Common of the National Party. I would like to say a few words on one of the biggest issues, the most important and controversial issues in Ireland today, the question of property ownership. Once again, Ireland is being sold out from under us, not for the benefit of the Irish nation. Instead, Ireland is being carved up and portioned out to foreign institutions and investors. 95% of apartments built in the state in the year 2019 went to these vulture funds, cuckoo funds, conglomerates and international speculators. That same year, only 33% of homes for sale were offered on the open market. This situation is not only untenable, it is unacceptable. Ireland is not merely a real estate project to be dished out amongst foreign financial giants. It is our ancient home, and we in the National Party are determined to put an end to the greed and short-sightedness of our so-called political elite, who gladly parcel up the country serving the interests of JP Morgan or Goldman Sachs over the interests of you and I, the Irish people. This isn't the first occurrence of such an event in Ireland's long past. Yet again, Ireland is being sold out from under us. In the late 1800s, it was easier to identify the culprits. The landlords ruled, the tenants had no rights, and evictions were as commonplace as they were unjust. Global financial giants like JP Morgan are also grabbing up Irish property in order to benefit from the state's social housing leasing scheme, which further affects the supply and pushes up the cost of houses for buyers and renters. The massive elephant in the room, which neither Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, Sinn Féin or any of the other Dáil parties are willing to even address, is the issue of mass immigration into Ireland. It's simply supply and demand. By endorsing the policy of uncontrolled and unlimited immigration into our tiny island home, the political class are hoping to keep the prices of housing inflated as demand soars. This comes as a surprise to absolutely nobody in Ireland, since 1 in every 3 TDs are landlords themselves. The ESRI's solution to the issue was to import even more immigrants to help build the houses we already need. So the situation is essentially being run as a classic pyramid scheme. Overall, 28,000 new houses will be required to be built each year over much of the next 2 decades if the country's housing needs are to keep pace with population growth, and this is according to new research from the Economic and Social Research Institute. The ESRI also found that up to 33,000 new homes will be required each year if immigration is higher than expected. And that's just routine immigration, not even getting into the disaster and frankly insulting plan by Roderick O'Gorman to house asylum claimants in Ireland within 4 months of their arrival. There isn't a single politician in Ireland amongst the political establishment willing to draw attention to this issue for fear of being labelled a nist or a phobe. The political class would rather divert their eyes elsewhere while they line their pockets at our expense. Enough is enough. The National Party agrees with Páirtí Pierce and his fellow signatories of the proclamation when he stated, "We declare the right of the people of Ireland to the ownership of Ireland and to the sovereign, unfettered control of Irish destiny, which is to be sovereign and indefeasible." The National Party agrees with Pierce when he stated that Ireland, from the centre to the sea, belongs to the Irish. Our forefathers believed this and they fought for it. Hugh O'Donnell, Hugh O'Neill, Rory O'Moore and Owen O'Neill. And then Tone, Emmett, Davis and Mitchell. What was true in their time is still true. Nothing that has happened or that can ever happen can alter the truth of it. Ireland belongs to the Irish. It is time we heed these words and take back our country from the global financial elites and their glorified land agents in Leinster House. It's time for a new land war, yes or aye.